So I'm here with Steve Barton of Barton and Lyles. So Steve, I know that your store changes every single day. So can you tell us about some of the pieces that you have out, especially for the holiday season? We have some in front of us, so.
Yeah, the store changes all the time, but we've had some fun this last week rolling out the holiday items, and we really tried to go all out. We love silver Christmas trees, so there's 7 or 8 of those sprinkled throughout the store. Lots of Christmas ornaments, again, bright colors. This fun little pixie centerpiece set that somebody could use for their Christmas decor. You never really know what you find when you turn around the corner. We've tried to make a nice selection of vintage Christmas items.
Obviously it's Christmas, so it's a little bit niche, but how do you curate some of these pieces?
Well, we actually collect them all year long. So if we see something that we know is going to go with, our holiday theme, we take it and we store it away, break it out at Christmas time. So we're always looking. We love Christmas. You'll see a lot of blow molds around too. The Santa Clauses are all those 50s, 60s plastic light up blow molds that are really fun to decorate with.
It's also cool as well because when I'm thinking about my family, my mom just gets the blow up things from like Target or Walmart.
Right.
So it's not as like unique or aesthetically pleasing. So I see some pieces around the store that I'm like, oh my God, I think my mom would love this.
Yeah. Decorations have definitely changed over the years, but the vintage ones, they bring back a lot of nostalgia and memory for people. So they're fun to break out this time of year.
So we have Thanksgiving coming up, Diwali, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Christmas, of course.
Right.
So what are some pieces you would say around your store can kind of apply to all of those holidays? Maybe a dinner table or a centerpiece?
Sure. This time of year, we call it table time because we sell a lot of tables. Obviously, people are gathering for the holidays, entertaining. So a lot of Danish modern teak tables are on hand and can be delivered by the holidays, for people to use. A lot of vintage barware is fun to entertain with and serve your guests. Serving dishes, things like that. We have a nice selection of home items that you can really impress your friends with.
And then we have Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up. And then I think just the holiday season alone, there's a lot of sales going on.
Sure.
Is there anything that your guests can look forward to sale-wise?
We are offering gift certificates now. So, if you're looking for a perfect gift for somebody who loves this kind of thing, you can always buy a gift certificate so they can pick it out themselves and get the perfect thing. Yeah.
So Ken, you're the Lyles of the company, of course. So can you tell us a little bit about these ornaments?
They're all vintage. Most of them are glass and very fragile. We do have some plastic, but they're very atomic shaped and they're fun. They're especially fun on the vintage aluminum trees.
Very unique. I've never seen ornaments that are like that kind of shape. So when you say the word vintage, what sort of era are you describing that these are from?
Well, some of these are probably as old as 1930s, but mostly I would say 50s, 60s.
And how are you able to distinguish the era?
Kind of the metal top tells you a story usually, and just the colors a lot. 60s were turquoise, orange. Yeah, just the feel of them a lot of times you can tell.
Can you tell me a little bit about this table here?
This is Danish modern. It's solid teak. It has 1 leaf in it presently, but it has another additional leaf to make it even lighter. And then it would be much smaller without this leaf.
So Steve was talking to me about table time. So this is when all the tables are getting sold, and especially massive family gatherings. So if a family wanted this, maybe a couple, that's still a family, then they could take out the leaf and then just sit with each other. But then they could also add 2 leaves, correct?
Yes.
And then this would be like a perfect Thanksgiving setup.
Right.
So Ken, around the holiday season, many people might not have a bar that they have physically put into their house. So this is sort of a piece that you could move around your house depending on where you're hosting guests.
Definitely. It's portable. You probably need 2 people, but it's lightweight, and it just makes it's a fun thing to serve holiday drinks.
And then we have some servingware here. Of course, with the holidays coming up, it is also a big drinking season. So can you tell us a little bit? We have cups, and then we have maybe a mixer and a
cocktail set. This is a company called Holt Howard. It's from the 60s. It's made on Libby glass, and they're just very fun, stylized Santa Clauses, and it has a matching tray.
I love that. So can you tell us also about these little Santas, or I guess big Santas? This is a big Santa.
Yeah, these are definitely vintage. This one's probably about 50 or 60 years old. He does show some wear, but that's kind of the fun part of it. He's vintage, and we only carry vintage blow molds.
And then this piece here.
That one just hangs on the wall. It's made of the same material, but it's just nice to be able to not have something that has to stand.
So for a family-friendly setting, you have some pieces, and then for a more mature setting, you have some pieces.
Correct.
I love it, and I love the setup too. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today, Ken.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to come back. And just pause for a second, because I'm going to get my drink. Can I get an eggnog, please?
Ho, ho, ho!